Okay.
All right, so everybody go ahead and draw 4 cards.
Hooray, cards.
Hooray! Yeah, I have no idea what you motherfuckers are going to do. I do not recommend shopping for things you have no intention of buying or can't afford to buy. And I'm not talking about literal shopping. I mean wandering around looking at stuff and going, that seems hard. We should leave.
Okay.
I got to restart my other program because it decided to stop working.
Got rags to riches.
I have soul
Nanas.
survival.
Ha ha ha.
And
Oh, well, that was nice. Say smart shit.
Yeah.
well, if Dana has any nadas, she can discard them and redraw.
I'm
I
having
cannot.
hers kick in first because hers is the most horrible card. Always have the most horrible fuck you card kick in first.
And the play immediately still goes off.
No. Of the play immediately is the most horrible card first goes. It may cancel other people's play immediately because if theirs is more horrible. It's what the play immediately is always act to fuck the players hardest.
Why don't you just put in a card that says rocks fall, everybody dies in there somewhere?
And we've got several that do that. Equalization is kind of a rocks fall, everybody dies card.
Yep.
It's worse than that.
He's dead, Jim.
Cool. You guys are sitting around in Gothic in the White Dove, as it's one of the very few places the PCs have put much time and effort into, although I'm expecting at some point it'll be blown up or set on fire or something like that. I think it's made out of kindling with that stuff that's on the matches, the red shit. I think they roofed it in that. But so you yeah, you guys are sitting around in there right now in your furniture. Right now, it's up to the level of kind of acceptable. It appears that there's been some sort of big trouble in there. You can hear the sounds of workmen and shit like that up on the roof doing certain things.
I know what happened.
Outside you hear occasionally somebody goes, nothing to see here, move along, and you have no idea what they're talking about. So yeah, for all you know, the place is actually on fire. You don't yet smell smoke or anything like that, but you're looking forward to it.
Yeah. One of the guards interpreted our cries for help as please drive the air car through the nearest wall and crash it into somebody else's house. So
Guards suck.
Why the PCs fucking will deal with NPCs at all has always been a mystery to me. Even, it's like, I'm a professional. I have this and do it as a living. Okay? Bad guy shows up. I put my sword through my own head. We paid that guy how much?
Yep.
Yep, that's just about how it goes.
So, Rock.
Yeah, who looks completely normal except he's still in an Aquaman wetsuit.
Oh, we didn't see you any other way.
His eyes are normal, by the way. No brown, no weird shit.
Oh.
But he is looking more...
You're not full of shit anymore.
Solid, more vivid, more something. He has a certain je ne sais quoi.
It's no longer up to here, it's only up to here.
Ah. What's with the tights?
Well, I was thinking about being the Aquaman, but then things change. So I have to get out of these at some point.
Ah. I'll look the other way.
All right, I find some normal clothes.
Do you have any normal clothes? I mean, you got a big shapeless brown hemp robe you could wear, I suppose, but is that normal?
No, I'd have to go buy some normal clothes, I think. We'll buy some normal clothes at some point.
At some point. Do you want to wear the big brown robe or the bulge exposing tights?
The bulge exposing tights.
Very well.
Of course.
That fits with the porn stash.
Yes.
You look like you're ready to go for, making a certain kind of movie, I suppose.
Yeah. The Aquaman.
Hamlet, right?
Yes, Hamlet, exactly. Take a card, lady who already has a bunch of cards. So, yes. Apparently, you're not sure why Rock looks so, quote, real. It's kind of freaky to you two.
Like, more real than me?
Uh-huh. More real than anything around here. Not like over the top, but sitting there and just looking at him and avoiding looking at his bulge is kind of like
Poke him in the shoulder.
Hey, quit it. Cut that out. Cut that out. Oh, I see. Yeah. We visited reality and walked the reality pattern, and now we're super real.
Reality.
Yeah. As close as I can tell, yeah. We found the original grandfather clock there. It's a place called Amber.
You're saying words, but
it's like a Yana briefing, except he actually remembers everything. You just have to drag it out of him, kind of like if a horse swallows a rope and it's coming out of its butt just a little bit. It's kind of the same way you have to drag things out. You know at the end that you're not gonna like the smell.
Yeah. All right, let me go back to the beginning. Josh McKay, Doc Fulton, and I caught a drider ship out of Kinleyville, and we headed for a place that Doc Fulton had left the.
Where's Kinleyville?
Kinleyville? You don't know where Kinleyville is?
No.
Okay, that's the MMO place.
I haven't been there.
Out of Kinleyville, you say? Interesting. Continue with spinning your yarn.
That's where I remember we got it. We picked up the ship. No? All right.
Carry on.
All right. Well.
Remember a ship in Burlington.
That was a few apocalypse ago. Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Well, if it was a drider ship, then we could have caught it out of Gothic, but that'd be metagaming. So, in any event, we caught a drider ship that was going to the edge of the universe, and we wound up in Amber, which is where Doc Fulton had left the avatar of White. White's now removed from reality. When we got closer and closer to this place, we went through lots of shadows, and then it felt like we were breaking through like the yolk of an egg, and all of a sudden our magic stopped working.
Huh.
And we wound up in a kind of medieval setting with castles and princesses and stuff. And I met Mel there. Hang on, let me find it in my notes. Anyway, there's a princess there named Mel who showed us the pattern. And the pattern is a white kind of spiral, spiderwebby thing. And you walk it, and when you finish walking it, you can't serve an AI anymore, and you become super real. And Fiona's the other one. Fiona and Mel. And we're not really sure what to make of that right now, other than we seem to have stepped up into a completely different game with extremely powerful people. The Mel was one of the sources of the garden gnomes.
Garden gnomes.
Any garden gnomes around, Logan?
No, not unless you want to go and buy one. Maybe they sell them at Gnome. Actually, for a fact they sell them at Gnome Depot, because there's a little old lady there who's still pissed at you for talking to her for a long time and not buying even one.
I bought one.
Oh, okay. Well, then she is slightly less irritated with you.
Yeah, I bought a golfing gnome. It's in my pack. Yeah, I show him. I pull out my golfing gnome and I show him my gnome golfing like this.
Give me a luck roll because your pack goes through a lot of shit, and the gnomes are made of weak ass plaster.
That's a fail. And that's not a fail. It's actually a success.
He shows you a garden gnome that looks like somebody's run it over with a lawnmower a couple times, but it's still recognizable as a garden gnome.
Yeah, so like this, but really a lot more pissed off than this. They were following us around. I think they were following McKay around.
Huh.
And we've seen no more than 3 of them in the same place at the same time. But now that they know we exist, it's one of those things where you stare into the eyes of the monster and then it comes after you. You know, they're kind of hiding, and everything there seems super real. And you know the grandfather clock in Burlington?
Nope.
You don't know it's in the bed and breakfast.
I've been there.
Okay. There's a grandfather clock in Burlington, and we Josh keeps referring to them as reality anchors.
Huh.
And
I remember he wrote that you could use it to change the time of day or something.
right. You can do that in Burlington. You can change the time of day with the grandfather clock. So we all walked the pattern. Walking the pattern is extremely difficult. First, you just have to overcome it with raw strength. Then it gets kind of tiring, so you have to keep pushing at it and endure. And then it psychologically tries to stop you, and you have to summon the will to keep moving on. And we got the sense that if we didn't completely walk the pattern, that would be it, the end. And we also got the sense that in Amber, death was a very real thing and not a very you're coming back a little weaker thing. Death is really death there. So I'm calling it reality. But it may not be. It's still the Middle Ages there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get your spells back?
Yes, it did. I can still cast spells. I just can't serve an AI. When you walk the pattern, all your spells are dispelled, all your active spells. So you need to take things out of your pocket, things like that. I offered this to Kinley. I have really crappy ability to walk through shadow into higher realms. It's extremely dangerous, and I'm not very good at it. So I need to practice that, probably with someone who can also walk shadows, because someone may need to pull me back. So I'm waiting.
Move your mic up a little bit more, Scott.
I don't have that one.
So he says a lot of words which make him sound crazier and crazier the more that comes out of his pie hole. It's amazing to you.
And we also we walked down Route 66 to go to the pattern there, and because Doc Fulton had used that pattern to get to Amber in the first place, something had taken a hemispheric chunk out of the ground where that thing used to be. And we've seen these kind of white glowing, the Frisbees with the hole in the middle.
Okay.
We've seen these white glowing things. They seem extremely powerful. And the hemispheric chunk kind of matched the shape of the thing that we had seen. I've never seen one, actually. That's something Josh and Doc relayed to me.
We did the Route 66 thing.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't take us to Amber.
Well, apparently there's a pattern that you can walk at the end of Route 66. They said it was like dance steps. Did you find something like that?
We did the dance.
Yeah.
It gated us to Genovia, I think.
Okay, did you decide that, or?
Well, actually, we gated somewhere, and then we woke up somewhere. So, hard to say.
Okay, well, this got this guy to Amber. So there. I don't know how he did it, but that's when the garden gnomes, I think, started following us.
I've already given one card
Garden
to
gnome.
Russ for his rambling, incoherent briefing that will make everybody feel a little bit dumber and more confused. So I gave him a card already for that.
So,
Beautiful.
any questions?
I don't even know where to begin.
It's like a Yana briefing, except Russ remembers everything. You just have to pull that rope that's covered in shit
Out from the bottom, up through my butt, and my entire digestive tract, and out my nose. Yeah.
No.
Should I get by the highlights for you?
So you gave up Hercule?
No, Hercule's sitting in the bank. I was going to offer to anybody who wants to take scuba gear down there and maybe become a fish that they can strap on Hercule and go talk to Brown and become full of shit up to here instead of just up to here. We should probably at some point check on him with Hercule, but I used to be able to swim underwater without, I used to be able to breathe underwater. And I got him to the center of Lake Hollywood.
Yeah, that's a pretty difficult scuba dive.
Yep. And a lot of pressure and stuff, and you wind up in pressurizing for a while, and yeah.
Yep.
Scott, let's try the other way on the mic. Can you put it down near your chin?
Like that?
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. That way it sounds like less inflation's going on. I mean, ideally I'd love to have like an old-fashioned mic with like the spit guard and stuff, but we just don't have that kind of stuff. And I don't have the resources to have a man knock at your door and go, I'm here to set up the sound system, sir. That would freak you guys out. You would do a sanity check for a bunch of guys coming in, setting up a sound system, and then say, there you go. Now don't touch it or we'll fucking be back and break your knee.
That and the lighting and the makeup.
Oh, yeah, that would be lovely.
Yeah, get them all in there. Get the whole movie set crew in there. And so, yeah, I've still got trouble in red carpet. I'm thinking of...
You got trouble.
Yep. I know you got worse trouble. They're all hunting for you there. I'm thinking of engaging a CCTV camera and leaving a note for the Mossad on CCTV and seeing if they'll give me a dead drop somewhere to come to some kind of accord. I don't really know how else to I'm a person of interest in your shenanigans. Did I mention that Doc Fulton? No, that Kinley left the Batman's head in Doc Fulton's room.
That's lovely.
Yeah. So they left a present and put it on the boards, and 3 weeks later, which is when we arrived back where we were, there was some kind of time burp. It was still there. So, yeah, the mansion's surrounded by cops. They're surveilling the place, waiting for someone to come in. They'll probably give up after about half a year. So I'm a person of interest with the police because I'm a known associate of Doc Fulton, who is now pretty much framed for the destruction of the Batman. They held a big ceremony, and Gotham still seemed to be Gotham when we left. So they seem to still like the whole League of Injustice thing that you guys started there.
Shh, you guys.
Yeah. So that's what's going on in Red Carpet.
So Batman is dead?
The Batman is dead. We're not sure about Batman's ghost, however. The ghost of the Batman may haunt your dreams. In addition to that, in the Gothic San Angeles area, we're under Lich attack. The headmaster Lich from the Shadow Academy came out with 5 ghouls and a horde of really tough zombies and attacked the gates of San Angeles.
That's here.
That's here, yeah. We were trying to hunt down Kinley.
No, you can't touch it. Move along, you hear from outside.
Kinley, Freddie, and I fought some of the zombies. It's basically you do a lot of damage and maybe they fall over and die. But usually not.
And the zombies were all the 10 and 11 and up to 16-year-olds. I'd just like to point that out because there's very few campaigns that can do the hard-hitting stuff against minors.
Yep. So there were all the kids. The kids are zombies. The headmaster is a ghoul. The ghouls are some of the other teachers at the Shadow Academy, the Smurf Academy. Sorry, not the Shadow Academy, the Smurf Academy. The ghouls are some of the teachers, like Machoni is one of them. And apparently McKay or somebody killed one of the ghouls when they visited the Shadow Academy. So if we go down to the station and say we're going to hunt and kill the Lich, they'll probably give us quite a reward. But it's also pretty dangerous, and
that sounds like something we can't afford.
Yeah. I've got some bounties from the police station at San Angeles as well.
Bounties?
Yes. Dangerous people. I mean, really dangerous people.
He pulls out some really old-looking bounty sheets that have been in his pack for Christ knows how long.
Yep. We'd have to go back and make sure they're still available. Yeah, they've been in there for... It's been about half a year since I visited.
Huh.
So the prices probably went up, right?
Could be. Or they got caught or killed or whatever.
Or they became a vampire mayor.
No, I don't think that's ever going to happen again. So that's my briefing. What have you guys been up to?
Nothing.
Nothing?
That's my briefing.
That's the worst briefing ever. Nothing.
I think that you were there the last time I was awake.
No, it's not for sale. Move along. You hear outside.
I look out the window.
Unfortunately, this room does not have a window.
Oh, wait, there's more I didn't get to. You want to hear some more?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There is
just more and more irritated as you continue briefing him.
There is a dude in a pink tuxedo following us. I didn't mention him at all. Are you familiar with the guy in the pink tuxedo at all? He's got teeth like this, two nasty pointy ones in the bottom and one nasty pointy one in the top. They kind of mesh together. And we accosted him. We tried to talk to him, and he immediately jumped. He immediately smurfed over to the next roof. I got to start saying Smurf instead of the real words at this point. So Logan smacked me if I don't do that. He smurfed over to the next roof, and when he smurfed back and we went to talk to him, he attacked us. I don't know if you saw the message on the boards, being stalked.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the pink. That's the pink guy. Given his fangs, we're thinking maybe he's some kind of weird vampire type of thing. But he's been following us around. In fact, if I open this door and look outside, I'll probably be able to find him standing around somewhere. And did you get McKay's note about the 100 gold piece magic item and the sleeping patient? I don't know if any of that's still live. That was a couple weeks ago, but
Fuck off! Get away from it!
all right. I step outside.
You go outside and around the corner of the building. You see two of the house guards guarding a flying car. It appears to be the same one that is normally up in the garage, and they're trying to keep people away from it because flying cars, especially on the street, provide a lot of interest to people who want to steal them because these are high-ticket items. Usually people keep them in elevated garages like yours that is currently being rebuilt because some asshole flew what appears to be this car through part of it. This car is not in good condition. It looks as though it's been flown through a wall and crashed into a stone wall and then ripped out of the stone wall and etc.
Lovely.
And then jumped in from a couple stories by me and
and given a good drag across town.
Yep.
I didn't want to fly it. And so there's marks where they drilled holes in it so they could put fucking straps and shit or chains through it and then give it a good drag through the city streets. In fact, you can still see on the cobbles the drag marks where it looks like a car with no wheels was drug through the city.
Yeah, we had it towed with a team of mules because nobody could drive it.
Yeah, so that's what's going on out there. That's the occasional shit you hear. Did you guys follow him out to look at the flying car and be amused by it?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like it's worth much less than it was when it was new. It's definitely, you might be able to sell it as owned by only one previous owner, little lady who was on drugs and reckless. Maybe.
Logan is a steering wheel lock with the 3 locks still on it.
Oh, yeah. It appears that somebody has done their best to lock it up with crude locks of this time. And, in a feeble attempt to get people to not steal it or fly it around or have it fall into your guys' hands.
Yep. Is the guy with the no Kinley sign, or is that the guy who drove it off?
That was the guy who drove it off.
Okay, so no Kinley guy is not around anymore because he got shot, right?
He's in hospital. He still works here.
Nobody's fired him. Okay.
He's loyal to the house. He's just incompetent. So Of course they didn't fire him. Do you know how hard it is to get somebody to work for the PC? Oh my Christ. They have to deal with the woman with no name. I mean, anybody that can survive just meeting her is usually a hire automatically person. She'll go up and go with a fucking skinning knife and go, I went to wear your skin. That's a keeper right there. Or somebody goes, oh, isn't she adorable? Yeah, that person gets hired right away because they're dumb and they'll work for you.
All right, cool. So if you've got nothing cooking, that's what I've got cooking. I'm trying to settle things with the Mossad and red carpet, and hopefully the Mossad will help me with the police.
I'm sure the Riddler would love nothing better than for him and Catwoman and you, Fish Fingers, to go back to the place where they're on the either local or country's top 10 wanted people.
Yeah, Dana is actually the Poison Ivy.
Oh, sorry, Poison Ivy, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So Riddler and Poison Ivy, and yeah, you guys are pretty.
Can imagine the obviously Photoshop wanted posters.
Oh, you didn't dress up like that? I didn't notice they were photoshopped.
No.
Oh no, it was
I thought it was-
professionally done photoshopping and stuff. It was very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I think our last adventure was with Kinley
God.
when they branded me the Riddler. They were
Not a literal
it
brand,
was all
just to
bullshit.
point out.
Big question
Alex
mark on your forehead, yes.
to try to investigate why White was losing power, and we suspected Yellow and Batman, and we went there and broke into the Batcave and went to meet with Batman, and
Oh, okay.
that's how
Yeah.
all that got started.
That was from the direct actions of Doc Fulton. He took White to Amber.
Things cool down and red carpet, then maybe we can take over the Batcave as our new base.
Oh, I bet you there are homeless people screwing in there right now.
It's kind of out in the desert.
The homeless, they're everywhere. They just, well, I don't know. They were messing around in the mansion on the sofa. I don't know that that's ever going to cool down for you guys, but it's super hot for you and pretty damn hot for me. And
We'll see.
Kinley suggested I never go back there.
Yeah. There was something I wanted to do
Okay.
Ooh.
in the sewers.
Russ loves the fucking sewers.
I don't know if it would be there if we went to the cyberpunk world. I heard there's the sewers there too.
Double face palm. Oh, you want to go to Cyberpunk then?
Well, I don't know. There was this dragon statue thing, and we
Okay.
figured out what we needed to open it.
Oh, the dragon head that Brown wanted opened?
I don't know what Brown wanted, but it was near there.
Yeah, there was a dragon head statue that the Blackulas that stole Brown tried to open with power drills and stuff, masonry drills, and nobody could get it open. What's needed to open it?
I need to cast 3 powerful spells at it.
Within a minute
So,
span.
Yeah, we'd need to like camp there for a while for me to get it right, but
Specific spells?
any 3 top tier spells.
Okay. Dragon head.
Actually, I'm not sure if they all need to be the same person, but
They don't. Just I know one that you've adventured with, Glenn, is
yeah.
is powerful.
So how would you go about? You're just gonna keep trying to cast and hope you get a.
Yeah, well, I added some skill to them since last time. I'm sure it would take a few days.
All right. Well, McKay's apartment is under police surveillance in red carpet, so we'd have to go to. You're right. We'd have to go to. What is it called? Night City. We have to go to Night City.
The statue is there in Night City as well.
We don't know. I have no idea. I've only been in the sewers just to familiarize myself in Night City. I understand the entrance to the to XO23 is through Night City and is usually a dead end. And I no longer have powers in the sewers, so I'm not sure what kind of dead ends exist, etc. And I'm soon to find out.
Okay.
Do you have any Night City money? Because we're going to need to buy gas masks and shit.
I do.
Okay. I have 0 Night City money.
I think we're good on that.
Okay.
If the sad robot is a dead end, then we might not be able to do it there from there then, though.
Oh, my understanding, I don't remember who, someone told me that the sad robot is not a dead end in Night City.
Oh.
That's how you get there. He's a dead end in Red Carpet.
Okay.
And somebody built stairs down the climb. Somebody had workmen come in and build a concrete stairway.
Okay.
Wood stairway.
Oh, wood? Okay.
Is that the same spot where the claymores were? Or is this a different spot?
Different spot.
Totally different spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
Now it's fun. It's fun when the PCs have had enough trouble that they're like, fuck it, we're gonna build stairs. We'll take a week. Fuck it, just stairs. Nice stairs too, with a handrail, just to make it easier. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
So XO23 is much easier to get to. Apparently, you get to them through Night City. And let's get off the street. Get off the street.
Let's go get you some clothes.
I give the guards a meaningful look before we leave.
Hey, guards look at your crotch like, that's not right.
All right, let's go get some clothes.
Or do you want future clothes?
I guess we want future clothes if we're going to Night City.
Well, I'm going to wear my usual clothes.
This place, you can go buy stuff that will fit into Night City, but it'll cost more because this area is post-cyberpunk. Like, they'll have neon signs that aren't lit up, but they're from the cyberpunk era. So now they're 200-year-old antiques, though. So they're usually like behind some sort of protective shit because, it's like, oh, this is really old.
Yeah, I'd just like to buy some regular jeans jacket style clothes.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. You were in Gothic. But you want stuff that will fit into the bad old days of heavy pollution and shit. I mean, you could even get a 200-and-some-year-old antique rubber flaking off, probably won't work gas mask if you really wanted to, but
I just want something that's not going to draw attention in Night City.
Well, not arriving with a gas mask will definitely draw attention.
Right, yeah.
Especially since you're going to be coughing your fucking guts out because the atmosphere and shit's so bad.
Yeah.
But as far as clothing goes, you can get stuff that'll, like, aside from the gas mask, they'll fit in for like 50 silvers each.
Yeah, I haven't spent a lot of time in Night City because my one partner apparently stole from Mr. Wizard.
Yeah, why would he do that, you're thinking?
And
Hey, who did?
Phil? Remember Phil?
Phil
Coulter? Yeah, he stole from. We never got a chance to clear his name in Night City, and he stole from like 1,000 credits he did it for like 1,000 credits. Yeah, just completely fucked himself in Night City. So last time I was there, we ran into two guys who were following us, and they brought a van full of guys who were following us, and we all had to hide. It wasn't cool.
I mean, I've worked with the wizard. Maybe I can pay him off.
Oh, well, that might help. Okay, so Logan, how much is clothes going to cost me?
50 silvers each. For each person. Like if you're wanting, there are 3 people in the party, so that'd be 150 silver, and then you all have like, I can fit in to Night City aside from the gas mask. Gas mask is sold separately.
I'm wearing my 1920s clothes.
Oh, you're wearing
okay, so 100 silver for you and Dana Zul.
Dana, you happy with what you got, or you want to kit up for Night City?
I'll get into character. We'll find something to. I don't even know what I'm wearing right now. Don't even know.
Well, you appear to be wearing a jacket and a shirt and no pants for some reason. No, you got pants on.
That's you. You described yourself.
It does one of those things where like she's a cutout and there's different outfits you can put on her with little tabs that you fold over to hold them
Yes.
on. You're like, yeah. It shows all these different outfits, road warrior, lady with chainsaw, whatever.
I assume if you don't know what you're wearing the usual for this area, which is
she's wearing like rugged adventurer clothes to the best of Logan's knowledge.
Sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, you could, if you wanted to save a lot of money, you could just get the big poncho that everybody wears in order to keep off the acid rain.
Just wear that.
Well, yeah, I mean, over whatever clothing you have. You could just go around naked under it, but that's just asking for a splash of the toxic water up on your genitalia and then watch that shit rot and fall off.
I think we should probably just get a couple ponchos here and then kit up in Night City.
You could do that as well.
Yeah, we don't want to buy gas masks here.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the 200-year-old gas mask?
So, how much would the ponchos cost, Logan?
5 each. So you could buy 3 ponchos for 15 silver. They might even work.
All right. I buy 3 ponchos.
That's great.
All right. So, you want to try and...
Hey, says the guy.
Yeah.
I'm not. The air was horrible. I was told all about that from my great. Well, I read about it in a book. He hangs his head.
Yeah. Well, we're going to mess up things with all this Christmas, I think, at some point.
Did you say Christmas?
Christmas.
Oh, right. The mist. Yes. He nods.
Yeah. I don't know what the environmental impact of that is, but we've been going nuts with the Chris lately. So.
There's Chris mist.
He looks thoughtful.
Christmas. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Huh.
The guy at the shop looks at the camera like, I don't want to be here.
Chris mist. Yeah. You know the white mist that comes out of the Chris? The fog that's all over the city? No, you don't.
The shopkeeper just stares at the guy in the 19th.
I open the door and I point to the white fog that's all over the city.
When the doors open, it just kind of flows in.
Oh.
The mist.
That mist.
Yeah, unfortunately, it probably got mentioned as buried in a whole bunch of one-time detail and probably missed it. And this happens to me too. And then you don't realize you're living in a mansion or living with fog all over the place or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love burying important shit in the flavor text and stuff. That got 3 people killed once. True story. In this campaign. True story.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's white mist all over town, Glenn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everything that uses Chris, like when you fire up your gun, it starts smoking, as well as making a loud whining noise and shit. And even if it's the silenced one, it starts smoking. So it's not every day, but there are definitely days where it's a London Peace Super out there type thing. We're seeing over 30 meters is just not happening.
What about when we were out of town?
A lot less out of town because this is like the big rich area, but in the smaller towns, like they'll have like plows and stuff. It's like this plow does an extra 20% plowing, which if you're a farmer is great. If anybody else, you don't give a fuck. But then they got Chris plugged into it and it's making the fucking white smoke come out of the plow and stuff. It's not huge amounts, but it's maybe like what you get out of the car exhaust type thing.
Well, I'm sure nothing bad will come of this.
No, I'm sure it doesn't make it easier for supernatural creatures to to show up, and it might be responsible for all the monsters. Even we don't know.
Let's skip
Ponder
down.
the miss. Yes, let's skip down. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Enough of investigating that.
Let's go somewhere stupidly dangerous where we can get killed from a mistake of my old business partner. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go.
Yeah. To the barber shop.
You guys head over to clubs and such. People are wandering by and just pretty much ignoring it. Clem's inside, looks at you with his bald head and big mutton chop sideburns. And when you go in, he goes, "Howdy, what can I do you for?
Take a shave.
Hot towel?
Yes, please.
Where are you going back to?
Night City.
Them as well?"
Yes.
please.
Yes, please.
He begins putting hot towels on your faces after you sit down in the barber chairs. And then when he takes them off, you guys begin immediately choking. You feel like you're going to fucking die soon. Not just eventually.
That was really good role playing, Russ.
Oh, thank you.
Actually, the hot towel over your face will help if you want to feel
Yeah. We're gonna walk off with the hot towel. Let's get kitted up, Glenn.
no problem.
Oh,
Your
God.
eyes are watering like you've been hit with fucking tear gas. You go out of Clem's barbershop and you're on the street level and you can see the buildings, the same buildings that were in Gothic, except now instead of being chopped off or knocked over after a few stories, these seem to go up indefinitely into the clouds. The clouds look really, really familiar. Wow. I'm sure there's no connection, though. You guys stagger through the street with your eyes watering and everybody thinking you must be poor as fuck if you're not able to afford the gas mask. Eventually, you find a 7-Eleven that you can go to and try to buy some gas masks or something, or even tinfoil and call it a living mirror when you're stoned.
Evidence analysis on the clouds.
On the what?
The clouds that look familiar. Can I make an
no,
evidence
because
around?
no, it's exhaust, dude. It's car exhaust. And,
Oh, okay. All right.
Plus, just like in Blade Runner, for no good reason, they have those huge towers that just belch filth into the sky, and other towers that have like the big flame balls going off occasionally. Because, and over where the arcology is that giant fucking pyramid for some goddamn reason. Probably the Tyrell Corporation is over there trying to fucking make replicants and shit. You don't know what the fuck is going on with it, but there's a lot of shit going on.
I'm worried about the ones that make the Terminators.
Yeah.
Skynet.
Skynet.
All hail Skynet. So let's see. How much money do you have from here, Scott?
About 9,000 cred.
Oh, that's not bad.
This is the one realm where you have money, Glenn.
Yeah.
Fucking weird. Is that in weird cashy money or on a sin stick or what?
I think I got almost all of it at once, so it's probably on a stick.
No problem. Sure. You guys go over, mark off. Do you want, how good of gas mask do you want? Do you want the shitty, we're going to die anyway gas mask, or do you want the really nice, I'm not worried about gas masks anymore?
Get the really nice ones.
Sure. Mark off 200 cred total, and bada boom, you've got the nice, I'm not worried about it for now. Yeah. They have very few taxis actually come down here, except for the wheeled ones that can't go up to more wealthy clients.
Okay, so we're not choking anymore.
You're not choking anymore, although you get everybody give me a listen roll.
I think that's a success. Nope, that's a fail.
Fail.
Excellent.
Oh, sorry. That
was a D20.
that wasn't. That was not correct size.
No.
I couldn't see it in my dice back. There we go.
You make it?
Yes.
Wow, you can kind of faintly hear a sizzling. Oh shit, it's your fucking cloaks. Your cloaks you bought in the other realm. They're fucking starting to dissolve and shit in the acid rain.
We get real ponchos.
All right, no problem. I mark off another 60 and you've got ponchos. I mean, you're kind of in the worst possible place because everything falls down. And as you remember, there are the hardened kind of slanted roofs over the sidewalks that are along the buildings because people dump shit out of the higher up places and it just falls. And crossing the street, most people like to do it in kind of a serpentine pattern in case somebody decides to throw something at them. Or maybe a sky car falls, or somebody throws a toilet out of an 80th story window just because they don't want that anymore.
Wow.
This is a truly horrible place. The people move around a lot like insects, kind of a scurrying, scuttling thing. And they look a lot like insects because everybody's wearing the gas mask with the big eyes and then the fucking filter and shit. And yeah, some people even have antennae.
I remember why I didn't come here.
No, this place is fucking horrible. Anybody that likes this place is probably rich or something. And also, everybody's got like these beads and stuff that hang off their gas masks, and they have like different colored beads, like red, red, green, red, for example, or even longer strings. And I don't know if you guys remember what those are for. Cool. So yeah, all kinds of weird, freaky shit going on here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me all the flavor you can because the last time we were here, we were very just like on target. So I haven't seen most of this stuff. So anything novel or unusual, I could stand to hear about.
There's a lot of neon signs everywhere. A lot of them, most of them are trying to advertise some sort of sex. There's clubs everywhere. This is a super rough place you're in right now. This is the kind of place over like 2 blocks away. You see just a couple guys holding a dude while a third one knifes the shit out of him, and people are just hurrying by on their own business. This is a rough place.
All right, I'm gonna get my 9mm out of my pack and the mags and put it in my holster.
Your pack has little holes in it from something. Oh, the rain. Yeah. All of your shit seems to be working on dissolving and stuff. You're not really happy with the acid rain splashing down on you guys. Or somebody is up above you a few stories getting rid of their acid that they don't want anymore. You're not really sure.
So we're indoors now, though, and how's the stuff in my pack? I check it over.
It's okay so far, although, well, indoors, you're in a 7-Eleven with the clerk behind like a couple layers of bulletproof glass, and he's got like the guns and stuff behind the thing, so that
right. So I'm not going to pull a weapon out.
No, then they'll shoot the fuck out of you guys. So, yeah, you wanted to be inside, you say? You might want to find a place other than the 7-Eleven. Yeah, there's a poster up that says, you know, statistics have shown that people who work in convenience stores have the most dangerous occupation in the world. But we at 7-Eleven try to balance the scales. You know, they threaten that they have bombs under the store. So if somebody tries to rob it, they may just blow up the whole store and shit like that. The clerk's looking at you nervously as you're standing there shifting around with your pack, because it could be a backpack nuke for all he knows. Maybe you hate the 7-Eleven Corp enough to fucking nuke it. He doesn't know.
So I put my pack back on under the poncho.
A few years ago, there was some people who blew up a McDonald's. Rumor has it they did for like $200. Yeah.
And a Big Mac.
They didn't even get the Big Mac out of it. To like 200 cred, blow up a McDonald's full of people.
I'm going to go to Alex Kinley's apartment.
Do you actually know where that is?
I've been there.
All right. Sure. Give me a memory roll to find that shit there, Glenn.
I made mine.
No.
Yeah, but Russ, you didn't know where he was going, hence, and he didn't tell you. He just
Glenn,
started
where are we
walking.
going?
Do you remember?
I know we're going to the Dragon Head, so I know we need to go there too.
Ah,
So I made my memory roll.
right. Alex doesn't actually own property.
Yeah, this is McKay's apartment.
Ah, yeah, you actually do remember it. Good. Yeah, you guys head over there. No problem. It looks like a really slummy, shitty, horrible building and stuff. There's currently, Russ, give me a luck roll, lower is better.
Fumble.
No problem. There's currently a gang war going on here with rocket launchers and stuff like that.
All right. No, there isn't.
What?
Just a fail.
Right. Okay. They're only using regular ballistic guns, not rocket launchers. Same gang. It shows them all put away the rocket launchers, all rifles and pistols and fire.
Can we go somewhere where I can tool up? Let these guys have at it and come back later.
From the positions they've gotten, the one guy sitting in a lawn chair behind cover, occasionally just going and firing over it. You're thinking these guys have been here for a while.
All right. Can I go tool up somewhere anyway? We find a dark alley and I get my gun and my mags into a holster and.
Well, you're not sure if you even need to go to a dark alley because there's a vending machine over there and they're selling like pistols and shit.
Okay, yeah, that's right. The disposable guns. I remember this now. That I remember. Okay.
Yeah, you see a gangbanger over there. He's like, come on. He's trying to use his data stick. He's like, I know I got enough cred. Hitting the machine and stuff, and then he gets shot from the machine. And he's like, both of his legs have been shot up, and he's crawling away, going, "Motherfucker! I knew I have enough cred." And
all right, Logan. I tool up.
All right.
I make sure those Jesus straps are very accessible.
You really don't feel any better having a gun easily accessible because there's just over the top violence and shit. Like one of the gangbangers got run over trying to cross the street while his legs were bleeding and shit, and the guy didn't slow down. In fact, he sped up just before he fucking hit the dude.
All right. It's better.
And he had a RAM plate on his car.
All right, we're gonna have to stealth into the apartment, guys.
Yeah. Ninja.
How you like that luck roll? Sure, go ahead and everybody give me some ninja rolls. If one person blows it, you're all caught because, you're
Success.
Hey.
Success.
Hey. You guys ninja in through. The trick is not to use the door, but to use the hole from earlier rocket launcher work, which has since ended because Russ did a little bit better on his roll, and they ran out of rockets today. Have to wait to get more in the vending machine. So yeah, you guys go through one of the holes in the wall, and eventually you step over enough either dead people or homeless people. You're not really sure which. You think some of them are still breathing. You can hear the crunching of old syringes and stuff under your feet as you guys head into the building. You arrive at the basement door, which has got a big fuck off written on it, and it's got a camera, and it looks like it's been reinforced and stuff. It also looks like people attempt to batter it down, and somehow it's managed to survive. It's not open. It appears that horrible people have chained it up or something from the inside, or perhaps there's a car parked up against the other side of it on the stairs and it's holding the door shut. You really just don't know. It could be it could be explosives behind the door for all you know.
Okay, so it's still on its hinges then.
Yeah, it looks like somebody has really reinforced the shit out of the door and stuff because other people were trying very hard to get in and apparently not allowed.
So it's locked.
You want to reach out your hand and grab the handle and jiggle it to see?
Yeah.
Right. Give me a endurance /con roll. It's electrified.
Yep.
All right. You only take a D6 damage, but you're unable to let go of the door. The R2 watch your hair going straight, and you're going, "Wah!"